You know how they say a picture's worth 1,000 words? Well, this says it all right here. This says it all. Tyson Fury turned Deontay Wilder into a deaf mute. I'm not shocked, but this press conference should tell you a lot about Deontay Wilder's mental state. It should tell you a whole lot. Wilder said up there in a press conference that he's supposed to be promoting and whatever and whatnot with headphones on and ignored all questions and answers. Why do y'all think he did that? Because like I told y'all before, the real question is, can Deontay Wilder survive the press conference? That was the real question. And his team already knew. So I believe he was advised to do that. I don't think he came up with that shit on his own. He was advised to do that. Or he could have came up with it on his own. But you couldn't put on a more weaker display than that right there. You're going to sit up there in a press conference, a fight that you in, with your headphones on and not answer no questions. You know why he had those headphones on? Because he's mentally not prepared or ready to hear anything that comes out of Tyson Fury's mouth. That's what lets you know Tyson Fury was right. It lets you know where his mental mind state is. He's weak. That what he did up there, even if you're a Deontay Wilder fan, you have to admit that was weak. It was. You're going to sit up there with some headphones on? See, check this out. When has Deontay Wilder ever been meek? He always got something to say. He always got something to say. But you ain't got nothing to say now? This is the time for you to jump out in front of all those allegations. He didn't want those allegations thrown back up in his face. He didn't want to hear about his birthday suit he wore to the ring. He didn't want to hear about his autopsy. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to hear about his cracked skull. He didn't want to hear about Mark Breland. He didn't want to hear about the ref. He didn't want to hear about this person, that person. He didn't want to hear about all that. He didn't want to because he didn't want to have to address none of it. Yeah, he didn't want to have to. If Tyson Fury is such the cheater that he is and he's all these things, this was your time to speak your piece, to say what was on your mind, to let the world know. To let the world know. Okay? So he sat up there with sunglasses on and headphones. That lets you know right there. Another indication that Deontay Wilder's a broken man. Did this dude just get up there and thank Jesus Christ? I mean, when has Wilder ever thanked Jesus Christ in a fight? When have you ever heard that? That's how you know he broke. Tyson Fury then turned this man into a Christian. God. Well, I can't use no blasphemy right after that, but golly. He turned him into a deaf mute / born again Christian. Wow, Wilder. You sat up there and thanked Jesus. You jumped on the good ship Jesus, Wilder. My God, man. Didn't want to look the man in the eye. Didn't want to look his way. Had Malik Scott sitting up there talking for him. Talking for him. What Tyson Fred said was real. He said, how you going to teach him to do something that you couldn't do? How much confidence can you go into a fight knowing that he whooped your trainer's ass and he whooped your ass? He bust his eardrum. He bust your eardrum. How much confidence can you have? How much confidence can you have? Now, what is this a reflection of? This is the same thing that happened when he got his ass whooped. What'd he do? Go silent and didn't say shit. He showed up to this press conference, went silent and didn't say shit because enough of the talking is done. What talking? You didn't talk for I don't know how many months. People was asking, where was you at? Where was you at? He had nothing to say. Just like this press conference, he has nothing to say. Do you start to see the pattern now? This man is broke. This man is broke. He didn't want to do no face off. He didn't want to answer no question because he wouldn't want to have to address all that stuff that he put out there. But this is your time to do it. If you can't face that, I don't see how you could face Tyson Fury in the ring. Because if you ask me, you 1 foot in the casket just by doing that move right there. 1 foot in the casket. You couldn't even speak for yourself. Didn't want to hear anything. You know what that was equivalent to? That was equivalent to a baby putting his hand over both his ears, talking about, la, 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 I'm not listening. I'm not listening. I'm not. That's exactly what he conducted himself like. A kid. Come on now. I don't care if you're a Wilder fan. Let's be real. Let's be real. He conducted himself like a kid. Even I was disappointed. So you know that's bad. But he straight conducted himself like a kid. Now, as far as him talking about a game plan and stuff like that, hey man, he whooped your trainer's ass, he whooped your ass. How can you really, what are you feeling? You can't speak for yourself. You can't look nobody in the eye. You don't want to answer no questions. And this is the crazy thing. Like I told y'all before in the last fight, Tyson Fury only got out of the driveway. He barely got out of the driveway with what his game plan was. Go back and look for him. Go back and look at the videos of him training for the second fight. I've already pointed this out. If you notice, him and Sugar Hill was training in Southpaw. Go back and look at it. They were training in Southpaw. Okay? So, the plan that he executed on Wilder had an A, B, C, and a D. He beat him with A. He didn't even get to utilize his entire game plan. He didn't see everything that Tyson Fury had the first fight. So what makes you think you're going to prepare for this? Hey, could you knock him out? Yeah. But one thing's for sure, you don't got the confidence. It's not there. It's not there at all. Especially to the point, I mean, basically, you were held up by the people that were behind you. Wilder didn't want to be there, man. That's why I'm compelled to believe they made you take this fight, because I don't believe you really wanted this fight. And if you don't want the fight, once again, that's one foot in the loser category for you. But that man turned you into a deaf, mute, born again Christian. I ain't seen nothing like this since Terrence Crawford ran up on Earl Spence and got him to stop saying he's the boogeyman. You notice Earl Spence ain't called himself the boogeyman from that day on since. That's another reason why some of you Earl Spence fans can't say nothing to me, because you can't deny that. He ain't called himself the boogeyman since that day. He stopped all that talk. He turned Wilder into a deaf, mute, born again Christian. He looked like a child up there. Let's be real. Let's be real. Oh, what if Wilder knocks out Fury and something like that? Hey, according to y'all, this was an easy fight. Something that he should have did anyway. Fury's pillow fisted. Fury's this. Fury's that. So ain't that what you're supposed to do? But in the back of your mind, Deontay Wilder knows he lost the first fight. He knows he lost the second fight. So how you think he feel about coming into this third fight? See, the first fight, he beat him technical. The second fight, he beat him on the bully tip. What else do you got for Fury? What else do you got for him? That's what I want to know. But the way you conducted yourself in that press conference, come on, man. You can't tell me you ain't lose some respect around your people. Get around somebody that you ain't paying, because they're going to tell you the truth. And the truth, it's obviously Deontay Wilder is hard-headed, and it's obviously Deontay Wilder don't even fucking know what's good for you. Hire Malik Scott. Man, come on, bro. Once again, that don't make no sense. He got his ass whooped. And he going to train you for a person that whooped his ass? I don't know. Could it work? Yeah. Yeah. But one thing's for sure, he's mentally broke. That is a broke man. You know what? It was damn near sad. It was damn near, no, it was sad. It was. That's just what it is. Wilder fanatics, y'all more than welcome to Give your explanation for your man up in this comment section, because he ain't going to talk and say nothing. He's been talking to y'all the whole time. This is why he let 78 Sports and all them other people do his dirty work. He don't come out and say that. What he says on those guys' channels, he don't say on these real live boxing outlets. You guys ain't noticed that? He gives a totally different story for the people on YouTube. And then when he gets in front of these other people, you know what I'm saying, the real boxing commentators or whatever and whatnot, he ain't got shit to say. But he got everything to say on everybody, and the time of talking is done. Yeah, you're right. It is done. And since it is done, if you get your ass whooped, at least you could do is take that shit like a man. Your fans, we already know what your fans gonna do. And you gonna hide behind them. But just as silent as he was coming in, I'm telling you, Wilder fans, right now, that's as silent as he gonna be going out. And he gonna retire into the damn sunset. Because that man sat up on that stage and conducted himself like a fucking kid. Go ahead. Put shit in the comment section. I'm ready to read it. I'm out.